Before we dive into the bone-chilling tale, drop a comment below and let me know, what city and country are you watching this from? Because tonight, the story I'm about to tell you isn't just a story, it's a warning. And who knows, the shadows lurking in your city might just be listening too. Ready? Let's begin. The terrifying true story of the Skinwalker Ranch incident. The wind howled through the barren fields of Skinwalker Ranch, rattling the windows of the small farmhouse where the Sherman family had just settled in. They had heard the stories, of course. Whispers of creatures that walk between worlds, of strange lights in the sky, of animals found mutilated with no explanation. But they were rational people, and the price of the land had been too good to pass up. It started with the cattle. Tom Sherman found one of his prize bulls locked inside a tiny metal trailer, as if it had been placed there by an unseen force. The animal was dazed, barely breathing, though there were no signs of struggle. Then one evening, his wife Ellen saw it, a tall, humanoid figure standing at the edge of the tree line, watching the house. Its eyes glowed red in the darkness. When she screamed for Tom, the figure vanished in the blink of an eye. Soon, the whole family began experiencing unexplainable events. Strange orbs of light darted through the night sky, moving with an intelligence that defied physics. Heavy footsteps echoed outside their windows at night, but when they looked, no one was there. Their dogs, usually brave and aggressive, whined and refused to go outside after sunset. One evening, Tom set up cameras around the property. If something was tormenting them, he wanted proof. He sat in the living room with his rifle close by, staring at the monitors, waiting. The hours dragged on. Midnight came and went. Just as he was about to give up, the motion detector beeped. A shape flickered on the screen. Something large, moving near the barn. Tom leaned in, heart hammering. The figure was humanoid, but its limbs were too long, its body impossibly thin. It moved in a jerky, unnatural way, like a puppet with its strings cut. And then, without warning, it turned and stared directly into the camera. The feed cut to static. Tom grabbed his rifle and rushed outside. The night air was thick with an unnatural silence. He could hear his own breathing, the crunch of dirt under his boots. The barn doors creaked as he pushed them open. Inside, the scent of blood filled his nose. His stomach turned as he saw what lay before him. 3 of his cows, each completely drained of blood, their bodies surgically cut open. No signs of struggle, no footprints, no predators. Just precision, like something had dissected them with inhuman skill. A chill ran down his spine. He wasn't alone. A whisper brushed against his ear. "Leave!" Tom spun around, rifle raised, but there was nothing. Just shadows dancing in the dim light. His hands shook as he backed out of the barn and slammed the doors shut. Whatever was here, it didn't want them on this land. The next day, Ellen packed their things. They had only lived on the ranch for 6 months, but it was long enough. As they loaded the truck, their son screamed. Tom turned just in time to see a massive, wolf-like creature standing on the roof of the barn. Its fur was matted, its eyes burning with a menacing glow. It bared its teeth and let out a low, guttural growl. Then in an instant, it vanished. They never looked back. Years later, the Shermans still refused to talk about what happened on Skinwalker Ranch. But Tom would say one thing in hushed tones when asked if he believed in the stories now. They're real, and they're watching. What do you think? Have you ever experienced something you couldn't explain? Let us know in the comments. And if you want more terrifying true stories, stay tuned. The truth is often scarier than fiction.